Hey guys, welcome back to Dad's Dad. Today we're going to be talking about new baby must-haves. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys find this valuable. Let's get into it. Baby must-haves, especially newborn must-haves. You're going to see, if you haven't seen already, check out my snoo review video. I consider that a must-have. The snoo must-have. Love to Dream, I talk about that in my snoo hacks video. The Love to Dream sleep sack, I'll link it below. I'll link all this stuff below. But that specifically is a game changer, and that combined with the snoo, you're going to get some good sleep for your child. The Skip Hop bathtub. So I'll link it below. It's very inexpensive, but it comes with a sling that pops into different stages. My son's 6 months now. We've used it and bathed him in it ever since he was a newborn, a couple days old, right when his umbilical cord fell out. We got him in there, and it became part of his nighttime ritual and routine. He loves it. It was funny. He loved the hammock type sling so much that when he was a confident sitter and we could just take the whole thing out, he still wanted to have the sling, kind of look for it, feel around for it. So we thought that was funny. It's a good sized tub. Our son was pretty big when he was born. He was 9 pounds 3 ounces, 22 inches long. Not huge, but on the bigger side. And the tub was great for him. It continues to be really good for him today. Hooded towels, Pottery Barn. Pottery Barn has super soft towels. We kept getting these gifts. People give us gifts of these hooded towels. They're super cute, but they're thin, like so thin, not absorbent at all. I mean, there's not a lot of mass on a baby, and if one little hooded baby towel can't dry a baby successfully, that seems like not a great towel. So, we have nice towels. I think towels are just a luxury to have if you can afford nice towels, but if you can avoid some of those thinner ones, get a nice thick hooded towel. We got two, that's it. And we rotate them and wash them, and we've had them for 6 months, and they get daily use, and they're still just as good today as they were when we bought them. And yeah, they were on the expensive side, but I think the longevity of them, the quality there, you can't go wrong. So Pottery Barn, hooded towel, I'll link it below. Crib, Pottery Barn crib. Cribs are cribs. I think at that point it was kind of something that we got a good deal on. I'll link it below. It looks really good in his room. Check out the nursery review I did of Leo's room. I will say a crib is a crib, but what's really important is what they're sleeping on when they're in the crib. So once they transition for our son out of the snoo or whatever bassinet solution you use into the crib, I think the mattress is the most important. That's where you want to spend your money. We got the Newton mattress gifted to us. It was something we were going to buy regardless if we ended up getting it as a gift or not. Any reduction in SIDS, I think, is very important. If you have the ability to go with a product that may even be slightly beneficial to improving the likelihood that your son or daughter doesn't have a situation or an incident like that, I think is worthwhile. I tested it myself. So you just put your face into the product, you breathe, air freely flows through that mattress. The Newton mattress is definitely the way to go. They come with different types of sheets that are kind of specially made to be very breathable as well. We only use those. Again, there's even a waterproof slipcover for the Newton mattress that is breathable as well, believe it or not. And I again tested it; it works. Definitely use it. I think as our son has been progressing into larger and larger diapers, one of the ways we find out he needs one is, there's a little leakage while he's sleeping. So, I know that it works well. I'll link that below. Okay, gyms. Tummy time is something that's really, really important for your baby's development as they strengthen their core, they strengthen their back, they use their neck muscles. Having a good play gym for your child definitely helps promote that. They don't love being on their stomach. Our son took to it a little quicker. I do think it was because he had something that was entertaining to him. I'll link it below. There is this little gym that has a little piano that he could kick with his feet when he was on his back, and we'd roll to his stomach. We could turn it to kind of like a light show, and it would play music and cycle through different songs, and the different keys would light up different colors. And it was something that was very, he was very into it right away. It was very entertaining for him. So I attribute a lot of his early success with tummy time to that product. So I'll link that below. Fabric books. Books are amazing. You don't want any screen time for your kid, not for a while. I know sometimes it's kind of easy. They're mesmerized by the television, and you're just not supposed to do it. I'll throw a link below to an article that I thought was kind of fair and straightforward and not really too preachy, but it's important that you avoid screen time for your kids. Fabric books are the way to go. They're super valuable. We have this one. Try to look around and see if it's close by. We have this one that's like, it's a bee book. It's bees. I'll link it below, but it's his absolute favorite one. He looks for it. If there's 4 of them laid out for him, he goes for this one. You read to him over and over and over. He loves it. And it's a fabric flat book. It has different things. There's a mirror on one of them. He loves it. Super inexpensive too. The Boppie. So my wife swears by the Boppie. Anything that works for my wife works for me. Get the Boppie for your wife, or get the Boppie for yourself. She breastfed. We were fortunate enough that was something that was an option for our family, and she was strong enough and successful enough doing it with our son that it was healthy and safe. So Boppie was super helpful with that. The baby Bjorn. We use the baby Bjorn all the time. We take him out in it. We go for walks in it. When he was really little, I put him to sleep using the baby Bjorn. Get him in there, kind of cuddled up, walk around, and boom, he'd be out, and then I could go put him down for a nap. Baby Bjorn is amazing. We got it as a gift from one of my buddies. Not something I really put a lot of thought into, but it's just good. It was the basic, generic, original baby Bjorn. I love it. They make all kinds of different solutions, and I kind of see people struggle with the different backpack ones and all this stuff. This thing, I slip it on, crack them in, done. He also faces forward with it now. He's 6 months now. He's a big baby. He still uses it. It's still awesome. And my wife can use it too. It's easily 2 straps to adjust. It's great. Arlo baby monitor. We got this at Costco. It was awesome. It was on sale. It works. 720p quality in the video. There's maybe a 1/4 of a second delay on the sound. So, if your house is on the smaller side or apartment, you might be able to hear the baby before you hear it out of the device that you're streaming it on, whether it be your phone or your iPad or computer. We use it on our phone and our iPad at night, set it up, plug it in. It's on all night. It's really nice. The thing I like about the Arlo is it does air quality as well. There's carbon monoxide, other air, and other types of it detects other types of air inequalities or whatever you want to call it that would make not a safe environment for your baby to sleep in. So it's constantly monitoring that, as well as it gives you alerts on your phone. So it'll text me if he wakes up or anything like that. It detects any kind of motion. So yeah, it worked out really well. There are other ones on the market, but the Arlo baby monitor, it works great. The Swing. Gotta be honest with you, my kid doesn't like swings. We got his Fisher-Price swing. It's nice. It looks good. It works well. It plugs into the wall, so there's no issue with power or anything like that. I like the idea that he can swing conventionally forward as well as this way. Every swing I saw just swing side to side. I didn't grow up with that. My younger siblings that I watched grow up didn't grow up with that, and it just seemed weird to me. Another newborn must-have for my family, my wife and I swore by this, was the DockATot. The DockATot baby sleeper. This is safe and approved for supervised sleep. This is a very, very comfortable, very soft, very plush space that our son spent a lot of time in before we put him in the SNOO. We didn't think we were going to need a DockATot and a SNOO, and even a Boppie newborn lounger for that matter. But the reality is we used all 3 in unique ways. This was very vital for naps early on, any kind of supervised sleep, or middle of the night sleep when he really wasn't large enough to go into the SNOO. We felt we just weren't ready to put him in the SNOO in the first couple of weeks, so we really used this as his primary bed, and we loved it. It was something that we could carry around from place to place in our home easily. We could put it on our bed if we wanted to. We could put it on the floor and sit next to him. We could really use this for a lot of different things, but specifically for supervised sleep and naps. Another item that I just mentioned that we really loved was the Boppie newborn lounger. this is not approved for unsupervised or supervised sleep, but it was something where we could sit, and our son after a feed could kind of be propped up and sit up. Again, you know, when they're newborn, they can't really hold their heads up too well. But what this does is it has a lower pillow on the front and a higher pillow on the back. So they are naturally reclined and inclined, I should say. So, you know, kind of helps with acid reflux. We use this almost every single morning. So after his first feed, we would come downstairs. My wife and I would kind of set up breakfast, and we would put him in this and know that he was able to kind of digest and relax. He would also use this to look up at the ceiling, and we have ceiling fans in our home. He loves ceiling fans. There's something with babies and fans. I feel like it's a thing. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't know it was a thing before we had our son Leo, but he would literally sit in this and stare at the ceiling fan and kind of smile almost at an extremely early age. I'm talking the first few weeks of life, which was awesome to see. So, you know, anytime he wasn't sleeping or eating, if he wasn't crying, that was a win, and this helped with that. I wanted to talk additionally about another item that's extremely important when you're talking about newborns and newborn items, and that's kind of wipes and diapers. Before Leo was born, we were gifted and purchased a bunch of babies, Pampers, Swaddlers diapers, newborn size 1. I will say we had read and done some research online, thanks to a lot of other YouTube parents, to say, you know, stock up on size 1. Don't necessarily stock up on the newborn size, and that was extremely true. Our son grew out of newborn size almost immediately. I'm talking within really a week or two, and size 1 was a much better fit. We have since stuck with Pampers Swaddlers. We've never had an issue with irritation or leakage, and the only time we did have an issue with leakage was when he needed to size up to the next size. So right now he's in size 4, if you could believe that. When, you know, we started out with just a small amount of newborn diapers that we had in stock, I think 1 box only, and then we immediately stocked up on size 1. So that was great. Pampers Swaddlers, we love them. We continue to use them. The hospital used them, and he hasn't been in another diaper. The other thing that I want to talk about was the type of wipe. I felt like this was actually more important almost than the diaper, because I felt like the leading cause of irritation with my son would be with wiping, and you know, what type of wipes I used and the amount of wipes I needed to use to clean him up. And we initially stocked up on water wipes. I had read great things. I had heard a lot about water wipes. Everyone wanted and talked about, oh, water wipes really are the way to go. And the reality was they were small, and this thing really bothered me a lot. They wouldn't have a consistent pull. So I would use one, and I'd have, of course, the baby. I'm trying to, you know, kind of make sure he doesn't slide or anything like that. I'm digging to get the next water wipe. And after reading a lot of reviews on Amazon and other places, it seems like they had kind of changed some things about the water wipes. They seemed to get smaller in size, literally, per sheet. Additionally, they didn't seem as wet. They seemed a little drier. And now wet wipes are extremely wet. Don't get me wrong. Like, they are very, very wet. But I read that they had not seemed as wet as before. And when my son was born, it was still kind of cold out. We used a wipe warmer. And I will say that we didn't have any problems with them completely drying out. My biggest problem was it wouldn't feed through. And it wouldn't feed through when I didn't use the wipe warmer. It bothered me so much that I stopped buying them completely. And I tried a couple of brands. I really didn't have a lot of success. And then I stumbled upon these. Pampers Aqua-Pure. I love them. They're on the pricier side. They kind of, you know, like water wipes, they kind of, you know, tote that they're 99% made of water. You know, first thing I did when I tried any wipes that I put on my son was I literally like wiped my face with them, tasted them, just to see if they had like a metallic or chemically taste. The water wipes were definitely the purest, but these were right there. And the fact that these were so easy to pull one after another, I could easily transfer these into the wipe warmer, no problem whatsoever. It worked. It really worked. And in fact, when I stopped using these and tried to go back to a different brand, my son would get a rash. The only wipes that my son didn't get any kind of irritation with were these and the water wipes. But these, just based on the ease of use, were much better than the water wipes. And I exclusively use these and would recommend these to anybody. So Pampers Aqua-Pure wipes, they're a little pricey, but they're worth the money. Next, I want to talk about my son's changing pad. We were extremely passionate about this purchase. We had to have it. It's definitely one of the newborn must-haves. He continues to use it to today, but that is the Kikuru Peanut. I can't say enough good things about the Kikuru Peanut. It is kind of a lifesaver for us in the sense that our son had blowouts. He had all kinds of messes. He definitely, we had to get used to changing him and making sure that we caught anything pee-wise that kind of squirted out at us that we weren't prepared for mid-change. But I will say that the Kikuru Peanut, it's made of silicone. You can wipe it clean, super easy to keep clean. It does not move. We do not have it strapped down. It comes with that if you would like. We do not have it strapped down by any sense. It is like it's like something on a non-stick surface. It just does not move. My son has a wooden dresser that we have it on. It's been on there since he was born. We continue to have it on there today. We change his diaper on there regularly. We change him physically, his clothing on there. Any type of messes or anything that gets on it is easily wiped away. It does not stain. It is waterproof. It's phenomenal. I would definitely recommend it over anything that you're putting a cover on and then washing the cover and it's got like some kind of foam or fabric material. I can't imagine what cleaning that up would be like. The next group of things I want to talk about, and it is a small group of things, are the Frida Baby line. We were gifted, and I don't remember exactly what came in it, but it was like a starter pack, Frida Baby starter pack. By and large, when you go to a hospital, you're going to get this. It's a little bulb, suction out the snot out of a child's nose. Particularly with newborns because they really can't fight back. So it's a lot easier to clean them out. As they get older, kids fight back and it gets a lot harder. That being said, the nose Frida, it sounds kind of gross, but it's phenomenal. It works really, really, really well. Put this end in your mouth, put this end in your child's nostril. You do one at a time. You suck in the phlegm and the snot and whatever else is kind of, inhibiting them to breathe through their nose to really help them sleep. Suck comes right out. It's great. And they also have these little filters. So this is what an empty filter pack looks like. But you can replace the filter inside, and they're really inexpensive. Here's the replacement pack. So essentially what you would do is you take out one of these little filters, you open this up here, pop it back in here so you have a fresh filter to use. Pop this back on and you're good to go. Frida Baby, nose Frida, phenomenal. Additionally, it came with this Cradle Cap Scrubber. We use this. I use this on him regularly every day. We have two of them, believe it or not. We use one in the bath to kind of like gently massage his scalp during bath. In the beginning, when he was a newborn, we rarely used shampoo or soap. But this was something that we think really helped eliminate completely or really keep the cradle cap at bay. And then we had a second one that we kept by his changing area that we would kind of comb his hair after a bath. He was born with kind of a full head of hair when he was small. He's since kind of lost and then regrew hair. So it's kind of been a roller coaster with my son's hairline, but we've used this consistently. So this was definitely a nice product, really ergonomic and light and easy to use. So the Frida Baby kit in general was phenomenal, especially the little nail clippers that come with it. I'll link all of those, and especially the kit, because I think that was the best thing we were gifted below. Hey guys, that was my newborn must-haves. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, please like and subscribe to my channel, Dad's Dad. I'm going to continue to talk about all the things revolving around parenting. All these things that I filmed and put into this video, I'll have links for below, so you can click on them and learn more. I found these super valuable. They were definitely must-haves for my son Leo, who's now 6 months old and thriving, as we like to say, and doing well. So again, thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Please ask me a question or comment below, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much.